Hello and welcome everyone to this video in which we'll be looking at a reading comprehension passage from CAT 2020 slot 1. This passage is about the northern elephant seal dialects. So let's first look at the passage, understand what the passage is about, how difficult or how easy the read is, and what are the things that you're supposed to understand from an initial read of the passage. The first paragraph does a good job of establishing what is the topic of discussion. So if you look at especially the concluding part of the first paragraph, it talks about the fact that the threat calls of males at some sites where the northern elephant seal population exists were different as compared to males at other sites. And it's the first time dialects were documented for a non-human mammal. Dialects are basically when the same language is spoken in different ways. Then they are called dialects. So languages are different and dialects are different. Languages have got completely different structure, different vocabulary. But sometimes what happens is same language is spoken in different ways, using slightly different grammatical rules, slightly different pronunciation. Then they are said to be dialects. For example, the Bengali spoken in West Bengal and the Bengali spoken in Bangladesh are dialects. They're not the same Bengali. There are slightly different words, slightly different sentence constructions and pronunciations which are used. So the author is starting off by talking about the fact that northern elephant seals are the first species apart from humans or first mammals apart from humans to display dialects. And probably this is what the author wants to explore later on in the rest of the passage. And that's what happens. In the next paragraph, the author is talking about the fact that all the northern elephant seals that exist today are descendants of a small herd on an island called Isla Guadalupe. I don't even need to know where this is, but they are all coming from one small island because the rest of the elephant seal population went nearly extinct in the 19th century. And the author is saying in this paragraph that in the more recently colonized islands is where there's a sharp difference in the tempo. Tempo means the pace in which the male vocals happen is different in the most recently colonized islands, and that is where dialects are observed. Then the author is talking about the research methodology and what did Leboeuf say. So things like these are facts. These need not be focused upon much. The author is, again, specifically elaborating on the point made in the last part of the second paragraph by citing the research, by citing what the researchers like Leboeuf said. And then the author goes on to make another point that at the individual levels, the pulse of the call stayed the same. So every seal's own pulse is not changing, but the average pulse of the population was changing. And immigration could have been responsible for this. So as more and more seals immigrated, the average population's pulse change. And the author goes on to say that 43% of the males on Ano Nuevo had come from the southern rookeries that had a faster pulse rate. So initially, in the island of Ano Nuevo, the pulse rate of the population was slow. But as immigration happened from southern rookeries, from different parts, where the pulse rate of the elephant seals in those populations are faster, when they started coming to these newly colonized islands, then the pulse rate started becoming faster. And this is why they're concluding that these dialects were perhaps a result of isolation over time after the breeding sites had been recolonized. So which means that the author is saying that slowly the dialects might start disappearing as more and more immigrants come from different populations, and then it will all average out. But right now, the newly colonized islands are having a different pulse rate, a different dialect, because they have been newly colonized. Because the small population that has come in, their average pulse rate is slightly lower, slightly faster than what it was before. And that's what the author is elaborating in the next two sentences. The first settlers at Ano Nuevo have had by chance calls with lower pulse rates. The first settlers had lower pulse rates as compared to the remaining sites. But then as immigration keeps on happening, their average pulse rate is keeping on increasing because faster pulse rate seals are now visiting and settling on that island. And the author keeps on making this point that as the population continued to expand and the islands kept on receiving immigrants from original population, the calls in all locations would have eventually regressed to an average pulse rate of the founder colony. So if every single place is eventually going to regress to the average pulse rate of the original colony, which means that there's no longer going to be differences in pulse rate, which means that there's no longer going to be dialects. So dialects are being observed now. And when I say now, I mean in 1970s, whenever Leboeuf conducted this particular research. But as time progresses, the dialects will die out. This is the speculation that the author is coming up within these lines. And then the author is confirming these speculations in the 2010 study that has been conducted by Casey. And she's saying that whatever differences Leboeuf had noted, they are no longer existing, which means that the author's theory is correct about every single place averaging out to the founder colony's pulse rate. But this research also tells us that there are differences between the males, individual males, in the 1960s versus what they had seen in 2010s in their great grandsons. in the sense that now the males, individual males, have more complex way of communicating. So they have got different patterns. So they had different drumming pattern. Now the drumming pattern is much more complex. Previously, it was pretty simple. And Casey explained that the calls recorded today have more complex structures, sometimes featuring doublets or triplets. So pulse rate became averaged out across all the locations, but individual complexity was more. So few points that the author is trying to make about the northern elephant seal dialects in this passage is that it was observed in the beginning in 1960s, but then it did not stay for too long. And the theory for that is that as immigration is going to happen, mixing is going to happen, the dialects are going to die out. But does not mean that an individual's pulse rate is going to change, and individual's pulse rate remain the same, just that the average pulse rate of the population is going to regress towards the average. But even though the dialects have not been found, but the composition of male seals' communication in terms of the tempo of the drumming and the structures that they use to communicate has become more complex. So this is what we have to understand from the passage. I won't say an easy passage to read, but not difficult at all. Why not easy? Is because there are so many words like we are not very familiar with, like northern elephant seals, their dialects, which islands they are from, multiple different things happening. There are 2 researches, so bit to grasp. But at the same time, I think that the overall essence of the passage is not very difficult to capture. A few things about this passage that we can understand is that it's a 521 word long passage, which means it's a longer passage as compared to most CAT passages. The passage is analytical. In fact, I would say the passages are kind of factual because analysis of others is being reported to us, and the findings the author is trying to simplify for the reader. So analysis is being reported. So maybe factual, but then analysis we have to understand. So that's why I'm calling the type of passage an analytical passage. It's been picked up from the Atlantic. So the author tried to simplify the analysis of research studies is absolutely the theme of the passage. I would say a good time to read is about 3 minutes, still longer passage, a few things to grasp. By 3.5 minutes, I think you should be able to read this passage. Not that difficult a passage to read for 4 minutes. I think 3 minutes, 45 seconds. I've overestimated the difficulty level of this passage to read. And overall difficulty level, I would say moderate, easy to moderate. Not exactly moderate, but easy to moderate is a good difficulty level to characterize this particular passage as having. Stay tuned for the next video in which we'll be discussing the questions and solutions of this exercise. Thank you.